So I just released the album that I produce, mix, master, everything in 30 days. And I'm about to share with you tips that I learned during this process. And if you want to hear the album, check the link in the description. It's down below. It's called 30 Day Notice. I had worked with some talented artists from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to produce this album together, and it came out wonderful. And I'm gonna tell you the pros and the cons of doing it this way, and I'm gonna give you some tips just in case that you want to do it. So it don't matter if you want to do an album in 30 days or it's your first time recording an album, all these tips will be helpful for you. Starting off with the first one, go in with a game plan. Regardless of the genre you making, regardless of the concept of the album, especially when you're working with multiple people. I was mostly a producer on all the songs. I only featured on 2 songs myself. I left everything up to the artist to come up with the concept for the songs. Once I provided the beat, I let them come up with the ideas. I let them write their own lyrics and record it, and I just picked the best songs out of it. That worked for my project, but next time I think I will have more of a set idea for the album, have a tone for the album I want to go for. I will pick my artists a little bit closely. When I say go into it with a plan, I also mean make sure you have everything scheduled out. Like with the first week I went into this, I did nothing but produce beats. The second week I went into this, I pretty much let them record to the beats. I picked out songs that I like, got people together to collab on certain songs, just making sure everybody was doing all the recording. The third week, I started the mixing while everybody was still doing the recording, but I wanted everybody to finish up the recording that week because I didn't want to spend all of the last week mixing everything, not having it ready for the 4th week. In the 4th week, I've spent most of my time doing the mixing. I wasn't accepting any more recordings at that time. What was done was done. That brings me into my second tip. You have to be prepared to make the hard decisions. Throughout this whole process, I want to say we came up with 17 full songs, some song ideas, and we had several songs that was to the same beat that I had to choose between. So once we got to that point, I had to start making cuts to the album. The album came out to only be 10 songs. One song I really wanted to make the album, but it just didn't get done in time. So that song had to get cut. Unfortunately, we will be releasing it later. Coming up, really picking the best songs for the project and leaving your emotions out of it is the best thing that you can do when you're working on an album. When you got your emotions involved and you got your emotions highly involved into it, you're not gonna be able to pick which songs, go with the flow, putting the track order together. You're gonna have to leave your emotions out and just go with what sound the best and what got the best flow and what vibe best together. The biggest thing that saved this album was the feedback. Everybody gave back feedback. You have to be able to give feedback and take feedback, because there was a lot of feedback that I got that I had to work on, that I took it, I learned from it, I grew from it, I took it in, it helped make the album better. There were certain people that recorded stuff that sounded good, but I wanted to record it in a different way or a different style. I told people that, they took it, they went back in, and they delivered a better product in the end because of that. Everybody must be able to get out their own head, out their own emotions, and realize that it's not about your emotions and feelings, it's all about the end result. And you must be able to give feedback and take feedback, constructive feedback. Don't just say somebody sucks and just leave it like that. No, let them know exactly what you see that can be fixed, where they can improve at. If they singing and you feel like a key is off, let them know that that key is off, especially if you feel like it can't be fixed in post-production. Which brings me to another tip. Make sure you communicating properly with everybody involved. Make sure if you got an engineer involved that they know what you're doing. Make sure they're available at the time that you're doing this. Make sure they know how many songs you sending to them for them to mix, so they can get everything done in a timely manner. If you're working with a producer, same thing. Make sure you're talking to them. Make sure you got everything lined up. Make sure you're talking with the artist. If you the artist and you working on the album, make sure you're talking to everybody else, any features you have. If you a producer, make sure you talking to the artist. Make sure they got everything lined up. Let them know that you got deadlines. Set hard deadlines, because if you do not set hard deadlines, there will be people that will try to submit songs to you after they got it done. Do not accept those things. You set your deadline, stick to your deadline. Cause if you let anybody and everybody come in last minute, you will not be able to get this project done in 30 days. And my last tip for you is to have fun. No matter if you're doing a 30-day album or you just working on an album in general, or even a single, have fun. What's the point of making music if you're not having fun while you're doing it? So make sure you having fun while you're doing this. Make sure you have people around you that you can have fun with, and just enjoy the whole process. Get it done and release it for the people to hear. Bonus tip. Do not do a 30-day album. That's simple. Do not do it. It's a headache. It's a pain in the butt. Try to document as much as you can. Don't do it. Oh, it's so many songs I wanted to release, but I couldn't release because I didn't have the time to mix and master it. Don't do a 30-day album. If you don't have a 30-day deadline, then you can just go ahead and do it.